The battle that took place at the top of the tower had settled. As in every duel that has been fought in history, the moment one's weapon hit the ground, their death would be sealed. The only surprising thing was, the one that was supposed to die showed only peace and tranquility. Sage, you won, Sela. You have the power to reassure me. A lost is a lost. You are the ones to inherit this authority. Look, it has begun. Despite not fully understanding this power, the two Selas would feel a certain energy welling up inside them. Yet at the same time, it was drying up on the other side. Were you ready for this? Ready to transfer all your power to me? If you knew this, why didn't you just surrender? This would end the collapse in this world earlier, wouldn't it? No, Sela, that's not the problem. Although our physical condition is improving and the world has temporarily stopped collapsing, why is she looking weaker and weaker? You're no longer the sage. Shouldn't the rule be balanced again? But your appearance, does handing out the sage's authority mean anything else to you? Regardless, she wanted to give us that. Sela, don't be too worried about her. Both she and us are only conforming to the rules of this world. She's right this time. The battle itself, everything that is happening now, the existence of the sage, all conform to the rules of this world. You sly woman, showing up after we've done fighting. A mortal such as I don't dare interrupt the battle between two sages. Miss Tao, what did you mean? Why has the sage become like this? Simply put, to your sage's authority might be only a power, but to her it is the energy that sustains her. It's difficult to maintain one's existence for an abnormal stigma. You mean she's another bother created by your project stigma? Calling someone a bother in their face isn't very polite. And compared with the dense Sela, the acute Sela has long noticed it. You... I can guess it, but I hope you can explain it personally. I have the right to demand an explanation, whether as the winners of this battle or as a newborn sage. Well said, Sela. Why should we believe two riddlers? That I cannot deny. Well then, great sage, what do you think? I will explain everything to you in a more efficient manner. The power left should suffice. I see. This is how we usually do things. Is that... As she said so, a light appeared before the two Sela, and it rapidly swelled. This feeling. You're not going to... Before they could react, A familiar feeling engulfed them, as if returning to a dream. Sila, are you okay? I'm okay. Luckily, we aren't thrown into different worlds this time. And it feels basically the same as the trick Miss L played in the beginning. I'm guessing the sage used a power similar to hers. This space is probably a dream she's showing us. Birds of a feather flock together. But she shouldn't be hostile towards us. This dream can be seen as a projection meant to explain things. Thus, it should be harmless. I can't stand you. You got put into a dream and you're still a goody two-shoes. But fine, we can use this opportunity to look around. What I'm saying is, if it's a projection meant for us to see, it must be hiding something. We'll dig that message out. Yeah, we'll do it together, Sila. Residents of White World, but they seem different from before. Let's get closer and hear what they're talking about. Old man, are you okay? I'm fine. It's nothing. I told you not to push yourself. That body of yours is different from the past. But how can I miss this day of prayers? We've been praying all our lives. If we slacked off in these last few days, it would be all for naught. What do you mean last few days? Don't spout nonsense. The Great Sage will guide us where we should go, right? Oh, even if you say that, at our age, can we really walk there? Weird. Residents of the White World I had met before wouldn't say anything like that. I've seen those wisps. Most of them are very devout. Are these two the odd ones out? I can't say for sure. Let's watch on. The brewery in town is on the brink of closing down. Am I going to lose my job again? That can't be helped. The wheat harvest is getting worse by the year. Nobody can afford to drink. I realized long ago I'm not suited for this job. Instead of filling with bottles and cans, I'm more suited for talking with people. If I said more during my prayers, do you think the Great Sage will give me the opportunity to open an inn or something? I pray for a good harvest every day, but the Great Sage doesn't bestow that upon me. In such time, how many tourists are you expecting? The Great Sage lives only in legends. Can he really help us at all? Looks like this illusion doesn't have a sage. No wonder everyone seems so lost. Why are you still standing here? The monsters have appeared again. They're right in front. Really? Didn't they appear yesterday? I haven't finished my prayer for today. If the oracle can appear again. Who cares about oracles now? Tell that to your grandpa when you get home. Darn, they're coming this way. Everybody, run! But what are the monsters doing in this illusion? We'll have to take them out before continuing our search. I can tell. You must be the legendary oracle. The oracle is here. The oracle is here. I don't like this. We were first, clearly. We should be getting all the credits. Let's go check it out, Sila. So it is her. Why is she ignoring us? I think the people in the stream cannot see us. It's probably because this is a dream used to show the past. Those residents just now didn't react to us either. That being said, those monsters reacted to us, no? It's nothing. I'm just annoyed at the sage. So, since it's the past, it means that the things that are happening in the stream occurred when the sage was just born. Yeah, that's probably so. Even though she's supposed to be a god in the legend, she was born in such time. I got it. This was when Project Sigma was executed. That woman somehow created an abnormal Sigma that fell into a bubble universe with a legend about the sage. She accustomed herself to the rules of this bubble universe and became their great sage. Or maybe the sage that originally existed in the bubble universe had disappeared, and an abnormal Sigma with similar powers coincidentally took the previous sage's place. Regardless, the faith of the people in this universe was already wavering before the sage came. Of course, after all, the sage that they worshipped didn't even exist at that point of time. That would also explain why the abnormal Sigma was willing to take on the sage's duty. Listen, when she first came to this universe, she was confused and didn't know her purpose. The first thing she heard was, "My gosh, it is really the sage! The sage has appeared!" Great Sage, thank you for defeating those monsters for us. Great Sage, can you bring us a bountiful harvest next season? I prayed all my life in hopes that one day I personally witness you, Great Sage. I am... Please guide us into the future, Great Sage. Please guide us into the future, Great Sage. Guide. Sage. Yes, I am the sage of this universe. The scene before their eyes quickly changed, and the two sailors realized that they were quickly reviewing the marks that the sage had left in this universe. The entire universe prayer gathered at the top of the tower. Great Sage, please bring us peace. The residential area at the southeast of the Holy City needs 2 more oracles to protect the people. Great Sage, please lead me forward. I need an oracle to bring her to the grist mill in the west. They are hurrying there. There are monsters! Great Sage, save me! Send for oracles to rescue them. So she uses the oracles to run the errands. Those white fellas have it rough. They've got to be busier than Project Bunny. Although it's not really efficient, compared to the time before the sage appeared, this universe does have better order now. And not just this side of the universe. Great Sage, please bring him to where he should go. It's time to begin today's consolation. Just as they've heard, the sage began her devout prayer. She started to shine with a pale white light, and subtle threads of the same color gathered here from all around South Snow Holy City, creating bridges through her body. And she guided those bridges to the other world. White shooting stars soared through the endless night and scattered in the country of iron sand. Life and death, white and black. The death of those two combined bubble universes delayed, and they came to more ample place. This will do. I see. So those wisps aren't lying. The switch power did guide them to the so-called afterlife. At least they had their memories, emotions, and prayers. Prometheus called her abnormal Sigma, but she's rather stable and harmless. If it wasn't for those accidents that happened recently, of course, things can't possibly go that smoothly. Otherwise, why would she work with hair to deceive you into this world? Whose voice is that? Sila, you heard it too. Take a better look. When those lights pass through her body and are guided to the land of the dead, don't you feel like they take something away from her body? This voice, is it you again? You've realized. Well, this is expected. Once bitten, twice shy. Plus, the two of you are the ones who wanted to understand everything that happened. Enough with your smokes and mirrors. Show yourself. Ignoring Sila's yells, the scene before their eyes began to change quickly again. Through a rift, the changes in the two worlds began to selectively appear, like lantern lights. They saw plenty of uninvited guests in them too. Of course, be it the short interlude caused by the assassin from the Sea of Quanta, or the not-so-pleasant first meeting that Mistel had with the sage, they all appeared before the two Silas. Up until the revelation of the contract that Sila was roped into. The sage must feel assured, seeing Prometheus work so hard. To repay your hospitality, we'll definitely manage the holy city well. I've said before, I don't care about your true motive, as long as what you do aids in maintaining the universe order. As you mentioned, there are loopholes in my management. I cannot leave the tower for a long time, but I must handle conflicts personally. Exactly. So not only do you need a hermit who can prophesize, but also assistants like us. Looks like Mistel and Prometheus really came here by coincidence. And they truly improved the operations of this universe. Everything became more orderly, instead of simply capturing the abnormal stigma. Don't be deceived, Sila. This woman's never good at heart, or rather, she doesn't have a heart at all. Perhaps she's doing something good now to excuse the sins she'll commit in the future. Otherwise, why would we be dragged here? Regardless, Prometheus has completed the first step of our agreement. I must thank you for that. Then, Mr. Shariak, you're responsible for the second step. When can you begin? Look, here it is. The most important part of the conversation soon appeared. After all, she and I, Miss Sila Voleri, are pretty much old friends. See, she gave herself away. As a template, right now, she has the exact balance we're seeking. Two lives naturally in one body, the perfect harmony between someone human and someone who isn't. With her as a reference, you can surely find the answer to these two worlds. Looks like holier-than-thou attitude. Wait, she said two lives in one body. That means we're the template that the sage wants. Indeed, if they are really how you describe them to be, perhaps we can find a way to rescue two worlds from them. After all, I am certain that I am not the real sage. I've met lots of abnormal stigmata. They either wallow in self-deception or give up on themselves after finding out the truth. And someone like you who's conscious and decisive, who can accept yourself as non-human, yet shoulder the duty of rescuing humans, I must say, it comforts me. I don't understand some of the explanations, but from the moment I was born, after I listened to people's pray, I began to realize. To maintain the stability of the two worlds is my natural duty, but not the power I was born with. I don't think that it's difficult to acknowledge that, and as long as I try to stabilize these two worlds, I will be able to detect when they separate. Yes, because in the end, you're not a creation that belongs to this universe. The wisps that were led by you still cannot sustain themselves as independent existences, and you don't have the ability to turn non-humans into humans. That is the final duty of the legendary sage. The dead cannot reunite with their loved ones by praying. Their world, along with them, will separate from South Snow Holy City in the end. Before then, we must find a way to stop the separation. To guide a non-human back to humans, to answer those prayers, to stabilize the two worlds. To me, I just have to do these things. What do I exist as has no direct relation to those duties. Michelle sank into deep thought, as if trying to find some contradictions in the sage's words. But ultimately, an emotional-driven power took over, and she did not mention her suspicions. Please allow me to say it again. You truly comfort me. I don't need your respect. I just need your support. Then allow me to give a disclaimer. I will do my best, but I will not take responsibility for everything that happens. That be enough. Although I don't want to interfere with things outside my job scope, as a temporary manager of this universe, I think I must say something. Miss Dao, the data that you can analyze come mainly from the time when Sila Valeri came into the two worlds separately. Then you can observe what happens to the two of them. Specifically, you need to observe if there are anything we can learn about sustaining non-human entities and stabilizing two worlds from the process of their reunion. Why? Are you worried I'll forget my own plan, Prometheus? I just didn't think that you'd be so dull that you'd at least be able to notice the problem before I repeat myself.